Hey everybody, welcome to Keeping Up with the West. I guess episode 7. I don't know. Brad's not here with me today. I'm going solo for a live listen of the Life of Pablo. I was patient. I waited. I didn't listen to the, live stream off of Madison Square Garden. I didn't listen to any leaks or anything. I just wanted to experience it, start to finish, in the way it was meant to be listened to. While talking about it to an audience that doesn't exist in the present. Yeah, I think that's what Kanye would have wanted. So what I'm going to do is I got my lyrics here. I've got my coffee here. I've got the record. Again, I've never heard before, but I have the full record. I wasn't looking for title. I don't know how I got it, though. Somebody must have, some just elf must have dropped it into my inbox. All right, so I'm going to just go for it. We're going to start with Ultralight Beam. And let's go. So if you want to start the record, you pull it up now and press play in 3, 2. Oh, I should clarify. I'm going to let it run. So if you want to play it, go for it. Listen to it with me. And I got both headphones in this time. So if I start yelling, you just let me know, and I'll tone it down. All right, sweet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's already popping off. I love how Kanye does the vocal effects. He's like South Parked himself. Alvin and the Chipmunks himself. Was it nice? He wasn't kidding about that gospel thing. Where are those lyrics at? God damn it. His pop sensibilities are unbelievable. There we go. Yeah, a lot of God shit. That bass tone is cool as shit. It's like he's got 2 basses going on in there. He's got a little warbly. What even is that? And then a straight up sounds like a fretless. Like any of you guys give a shit about that. Oh, he did some on SNL, I think. He's been oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that gospel shit's cool. I'm a little disappointed. It's 2 minutes in, minute and a half, and nothing crazy has happened. It's only a matter of time. It's a cool combination of the minimalist stuff he did on Yeezus, but with more complex melodies and just compositions from dark fantasy. See, here's the other thing I don't get. This happens a lot with hip hop and features, where people start talking about different things. Is she yelling at God? Because she's pissed off. Okay, she is yelling. Yeah, I guess she's yelling at God. But you persecute the weak because it makes you feel strong. All right. Her voice is so good. It's unreal. Kelly Price. Okay. What else is she in? I'm not going to remember. Oh, yeah, when I saw the SNL, I think it was when Chance the Rapper came out, and he was singing. I was like, oh, okay, this must be some R&B guy. I don't know modern hip-hop. And then he started rapping, and I was like, oh, this guy's amazing. Fucking love Martin references. Damn, Gina is so fantastic. There's a great Pete Holmes thing where you'd always joke about, with another writer. He was like, I'm laughing because I'm trying to remember it. It's really hard to do this. So this verse is capturing me. All right, yeah. So the Pete Holmes thing. He met the Damn Gina. A great bit with him and some other writer where they would had a character which was exhausted Martin writer. Because if you didn't watch Martin, he like walked into every scene just going, "Damn Gina," like all exuberant, and just the exhausted table Martin writer at table read who's just sitting there, just like, "All right, exterior or interior Martin's apartment. Martin enters. Damn Gina." Looking great. All right, back to it. Yeah, I wish. I don't know. It's hard because I heard the live version of this first, so it's like I'd love for him to bring that energy that they had from that. Just this chill, like that's one thing I don't like about modern rap, is that chill, just like I'm just laid back into something. Yeah, that rhythm, by the way, is so prevalent in hip hop. I wonder if that's like their pop punk bands use the ring around the rosy rhythm a lot. I wonder if that's the hip hop version, where it's just like, well, we got to have one of those on the record. The triplets. That was really cool when Eminem did the triplets. I don't know if anybody famous had done them for a long time in hip hop before him, because I know that whole thing in his song. It was the second hit off Marshall Mathers EP or LP. I mean, God damn, should have done random hip hop reference stuff. All right, sweet. Oh. Seeing the guy at concerts who claps before the song's done because of reasons like that. I even have how long the song is in my play, but I still was like, well, I guess it's done. Fucking idiot. All right, what song is next? Oh shit, some jazz. No, he's so good at those old samples. What's this obsession with power? Oh wait, I think I know. That's so cool. It literally feels like he's pulling in a time warp between his older styles of sampling and his present styles of electronic music, and like ripped in time. It's pretty cool. Is that? You don't give a shit about the bonus tracks. All right, back to it. And I really thought he was fucking up when he started using that auto-tune vocoder stuff, but man, he knows what he's doing. I love that he's so. That's insane. Oh, you can't hear it with me. Oh, you might. The bleached asshole part. Like, this dude, I love how just blatant and open he is about that shit. Like, I totally believe that there's two signs of great lyrics. One would be something that's very relatable that means a lot to people, and the other is if you have a story so interesting that, like, you just, oh wow, I'd never have access to this kind of world, so I'm so interested in hearing what this is. And he lets us all know. He tells exactly. Bleach her asshole. I get bleach on my t-shirt. Why would the bleach still be on her asshole, Kanye? Like, what back alley asshole bleaching person is she going to that they have to? Now I'm happy for all the crazy. Finally have something to talk about. That they don't wipe it down afterwards. And shouldn't they give her instructions? If I don't know how bleaching assholes works, shouldn't they at least give her instructions on what to do to keep it? I mean, if they dye your hair, if they bleach your hair, they're going to tell you, don't put your hair in a towel for a while. All right, part 2. Father, stretch my hands. I'm like, Father, stretch my rectum. He's talking about his dad. Yeah, Jesus. He's going through all the worst parts of his life in the span of 30 seconds with a sense of urgency, like he's bored. There's some more. This beat's fine. I mean, it fits in with a lot of modern hip-hop hits, but it's not what I listen to, Kanye. Everyone told me, I heard this so many times, when I told them I was doing this live stream. They're just like, oh, or live listen. Like, oh man, it's gonna be really exciting for you to hear Kanye's fourth best album. That is a cool. I want to feel liberated. That's a cool little cadence he's got going on. Yeah, those rhythms are really cool. Okay, I don't know who designer is. He's sipping Fanta. Did you see a commercial for that and had that in his head? Who sips Fanta? I can't even do. I love grape soda. I can't do Fanta grape bullshit. Give me that Welch's grape soda. Jesus. He just jumps. He just takes a hard right turn into that bridge. Caroline Shaw, I don't know who that is, but I'm going to pretend to see it in my head. What is that effect? I want that effect on my voice all the time. It actually causes me to slow down talking. Jesus. All right, he is all over the charts. Although, what's it called? Watch the Throne. It's like, it's very ADD like this. There's a little too ADD though. Rihanna's voice is great. She's one of those people, like a lot of R&B singers, Rihanna, Nate Dogg, R&B, amazing on a feature, but then like I go to listen to the actual album and I'm just not into it. All right. The Taylor Swift line. All right. You think you made her famous? She was actually kind of famous before him because she was doing like country music right before. He thinks he made her famous. What an asshole. It's like I love him. Of course you're still hood famous, dude. Oh, it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, of course you're still hood famous. When you're famous, you're also hood famous. All right, whatever. Wait, why does Swiss Beats have a credit? Is that like, oh, because of that. That's why. That's so funny. All right, Kanye's rapping again. When was the last time you put one up in the sky? Live, this could be the coolest thing. But like right now, it's just, yeah, I get it. You jumped to another track, you switched up the tempo, this is cool. This hook is cool. Swiss, relax. This is cool. This lyric sheet. I'm on genius.com. Of course, that's where Kanye's going to host his lyrics. They have every little like noise and background like shout. It's fantastic. Bam 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 dilla bam bam. Hey, what a bam 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 dilla bam 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 dilla bam bam. Hey, what a bam bam. That's my cover. Hey, what a bam bam. I didn't mean to dance just then. I can't see myself. Hopefully you're just listening to this on audio. He's saying that I want to see everyone's hands in the air like this. Like this is going to be the hit they play live. Get the fuck out of here, Sliss. This outro is cool. I didn't really like it the first time I heard it with Rihanna, but man. And it's all almost reggae. Or, yeah, almost like reggae islandy. All right, feedback. No, famous. Wait, feedback? Yeah, that was famous. Feedback. This shit is wacky. I love it. It's very Yeezus-y. A lot of A's on this album, featuring Fonzie. When he said, wake up, we get to get this favor, the thing that popped into my head was a guy waking up and getting his morning paper. I'm such an idiot. Ugh. Always good news. I don't know. Whatever. What was that? Speaking of the good news, was it Sex newspaper? When Rolling Stone had R. Kelly do a bunch of fictional songs out of just random words, and one of them was like Sex newspaper. All right, Pablo. So Pablo is probably just a fictional character then. I think that's cooler than any of the basing it off like person. That's what I want. That's my alarm clock. Wake up, cracker, wake up. We got to get this paper, the newspaper. Also make your coffee. Oh God, I'm awful. Name one genius that ain't crazy. Good point. Very good point. Very, very good point. I like how he's just embracing that. It's like, yeah, I'm crazy, whatever. I'm excited for this next line. True. Yeah. Shouldn't even bother. You should not bother. The gossiping, no pussy getting blockers, you're absolutely right. You should not even worry about those people. Steve Jobs was Steve Austin. It's nice. I know he doesn't mean Stone Cold probably, but I love it. Every Jordan need a Rod. If Ho of J, then every Jordan need a Rodman. That's fantastic. That's a great line. That's great. Is the outro? Ghetto Oprah. Fuck you. You're not. How does that make you ghetto Oprah? Big booty bitch for you, maybe. Oh, Jesus. That is why it's called feedback, I guess. Yeah, the ending lines were fantastic. God damn, Kanye's good. He went by him so fast I couldn't really dissect him, but they're just fantastic. Those Rodmans. It's like he's a lunatic. He's so manic, and then he just like spurts out something really insightful and brilliant. I fucking love it. And rap is like, oh, here's another one they did on SNL. Yeah, Hope or Hope. What am I saying? She just said Hope. When it comes to hip hop, yeah, that's what it is. When it comes to hip hop, like lyric writing and different than other art forms, hip hop is the one where it sounds best when you're just being straightforward. And for a lot of reasons, between like it takes a while to dissect metaphor, and if you have like a song, like a rock or pop song or R&B song where the line takes 12 seconds, you can really digest it and think about it. When it takes 2 seconds at most, then you don't really have time. So you just about a lot of times like being straightforward and saying what you think. And so he may be the first lyric-wise genius rapper. Like he might be the first genius rapper. I'm trying to think of who else like lyric-wise at that level. I know you can call like in the scheme of hip hop, you could put genius as a category, and you'd probably find more than just Kanye. But I mean like a genius. And now I'm just trying to get defensive because I know hip hop people listen to this podcast. But like, no, I'm saying like there's probably maybe one or fewer rock geniuses. So I'm not being genre specific. It's just point I'm trying to make is we've never had a true genius in this form where this is the art or the product that they make. And yeah, I bet if we had other geniuses who had interest in Twitter, or not even Twitter, because Twitter, you can just be crazy on Twitter anyway, because it's stream of consciousness a lot of the times. That's anybody could sound crazy in stream of consciousness. I'm sure I do, just rambling to myself right now. I'm really liking this intro because I can actually get it's just the song. It's like kind of a prayer, basically. Yeah, that's the one thing I always hated about like hip hop stuff growing up. Was like, whenever DMX would do a prayer or Puffy would do a prayer. Yeah, listen to Puffy, suck it. I fucking love Puff Daddy. That guy can make some beats. All right, where are we? I mean, there's nothing funny about this, or even that interesting, in my opinion. That's why I think I'm excited to talk about this. We're gonna do a whole. Oh, we're on highlights now. I'm really excited to talk about this with Brad because Brad's religious and I am very not. Should I say that? I don't know. He never talks about it. That's why I get along, because I'm the atheist who doesn't get up in your face about it, and he's the religious person who does not get up in your face about it. Like, Pat ourselves in the fucking dick too much. All right, here we go. All right, we're in highlights. Where are we at? GoPro. Sean Amateur video. I think it should GoPro. That's funny. Oh yeah, sometimes I wish my dick had a GoPro. I almost missed that one. Why? But here's the thing. Why would you want your dick to have a GoPro? Because like, I don't know if you've seen those videos. I've only heard of them. I read about them in magazines for the articles. Like, how? Why would you want to watch that? It's just the inside. Like, you could. I don't know. You ever see a camera goes down somebody's throat? It's the same thing. It's just like, you know, why would that be attractive to you? Maybe for like a split second as it's pulling out, and you're like, oh, that's attractive, and then you're just like, nope, just tissue, and you don't want your dick to have a GoPro, Kanye. But Sean Amateur video, I think you should GoPro. That's clever. I think that's the better line. I bet me and Ray J would be friends. That's clever. Or clever. It's interesting, very introspective. If we ain't love the same pitch, you may have hit it first. God damn, that's cool. And Bridget, pregnant Bridget. God, I love it because he'll just say stuff. I'm just laughing. It's pretty nice. All right, let me go back. Yeah, just going back. Oh my God. This is fantastic. Alex, that's a great melody. Oh, that's a great. He really did open with his best line. The GoPro. And that Ray J thing, that's insane. I love that kind of introspection. This is a great melody. It's not even music in the background. The Equinox freaking out part. It's gorgeous. These outros have been really good. Freestyle 4. All right. Oh, is this the... I don't know. This is the rap cut shit. He's bouncing back and forth between like, I worship you, God, and then I am God. Is he just doing prayers to himself at this point? Listen, I want you all to write a prayer to me, Kelly Price, if you would mind. All these creepy beats and the rahs, which, of course, A, rah, 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 A. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, like he like raps over beats that aren't even beats. It's really cool. Oh shit. Yeah, one thing he always had, I thought, was a weakness. Yeah, I think weakness was always kind of like the verbal cadence or vocal cadence, because it was either too standard or he was like squeezing stuff in because he had a lyric that he either didn't want to revise or he just really liked it. And then even as of the previous record, Yeezus, but these, it's like he sat down and really was like, I'm gonna figure out how to come up with interesting cadences that are not only unique but really good sounding. Like he's playing his vocals like a percussion instrument for like the first time in a real way that most rappers did. Like when you listen to like I just listened to Ready or Die, the first disc, for like the millionth time earlier today when I was driving, and like you just break it down on a cadence level, even though it wasn't mixed in a way that really allowed you to, I guess, appreciate it that way. And you're just like, every line, if you really think, like, listen to it, you're like, this is unbelievably good. Just like the amount of he either had the gift to do that with every single line he ever wrote, or he meticulously figured out how to properly, or not properly, but how to do his best job of creating unique rhythms that sound really cool. All right, here's the I Love Kanye, the thing he did to in that SNL sketch. That's funny. The pink polo line is great. That would be so Kanye. He does them so well. That's really funny, and he knows it. So that's the thing. Whenever he laughs at himself, he. You know what? I take back what I said a while ago. Now on waves. I take back what I said. He can laugh at himself, but he has to make the joke. What are you bleeping out Dick? What are you talking about? Just to see if it fit right. That's the wave. I'm sorry. That's just the wave. Don't rewind the thing, but I'm gonna rewind what I'm reading. Step up on this bitch like I'm the one your bitch like. Yeah, I'm the one your bitch like. I be taking shit like. Ain't too scared to lose a fist fight. Grab my dick like. Want to see if it'll fit right. That's just the wave. That's the wave. How in any way, shape, or form is that a wave? A wave is something that crests and crashes and dissolves, but then continues to come. How in any way is the wave the metaphor for this? Unless it really is just that style of wave music or wavy music. Is that what it is? I don't know. Although Chance the Rapper said, he tweeted apparently, I wrote and arranged and fought for waves, and I make great decisions. Love it. Oh, and they put Chris Brown on it. I mean, he sounds great. I mean, when it comes to singing and like out of your weight class boxing, Chris Brown's got all the game in the world. Like no one's gonna hold that, I guess. Ugh. Is Ray Rice featured at any point in this record? I mean, I know Greg Hardy is. Anthony Cumia does an outro. You know what? That's what I want to see. I want to see Kanye and Anthony Cumia talk. That would be fantastic. Not even argue. I feel like Kanye could be Anthony Cumia's new Patrice O'Neal. Oh, now I'm just sad. Miss Patrice. Hey, dude, dude can sing. I said sing, not swing, right? Those jokes are lame. A Kid Cudi. That's what I love about Kid Cudi is that me and a small group of lunatic nerds exclusively know him from Comedy Bang Bang and nothing else. I love that guy. That's a really cool little beat that it's pretty cool. I wonder if that's part synth, part vocal, or entirely just like altered vocal. That's cool shit. Where were we at? FML. Plug my life. This is cool. He's almost doing like it's like a Rhodes piano, heavily affected Rhodes piano, and him just rapping. That's kind of a cool idea. Like the solo rapper who just plays one instrument and raps. You got singer-songwriters. I wonder if that's ever going to happen with hip-hop. Just a dude in a piano and rap and vocals. Even guitar and vocals. That's really cool. That's a cool sound. God damn it. I swear, doesn't he have a kid before his marriage to Kim Kardashian? Like, that's just crazy to me. Like, he's talking on this record like he's never had a kid. This is really cool. Yeah, before you lose half what you own, you probably shouldn't. But how are you going to lose half what you own? She has to have more money than you. Maybe not. You both are super fucking rich. If you did get married in California, though, here, that's All right, cool. So let's hear what The Weeknd sounds like. I think because I don't know what a lot of these people sound like. I think I heard The Weeknd on SNL, but I got bored because it took forever. Yeah, see, another R&B feature who I could not get into when I heard their solo stuff. Ooh, that's beautiful. Ah, there's a little pitch correction in there. That's fun. Ooh, the Lexapro reference. Sick. That's why whenever, ooh, cool drum fill. Did he just have Chris Brown feature, and then on the next song, he's like threatening to hit somebody? A girl. I'm from a tribe called Checo. Are you kidding me? Holy shit. I'm from a tribe called Checo? That's insane. The guy is so funny. Oh, that's a beautiful. That sounds like there. There's an old Aha song from the same record that. If you know that song "Take on Me" and you like that one, they have a whole record that's just as good as that called "Coming High and Low" that has that song on it. The record's so good, and there's a lot of vocal melodies that remind me of that part. He also had a pitch correction on me. I mean, there's pitch correction on everything that everybody does now, but whenever you hear, that's how you can tell if something's been pitch corrected or if they messed it up and the pitch correction had to pull it up. Is that little sounds a little shaky. Yeah, all these outros, I think I like this method better than Watch the Throne. Because it would be like, Watch the Throne would like cut each song into 2 beats and they'd all be kind of under the same theme. And this one I like because it's like he's getting to do those 2 beats per song, but the second one is as an outro. And the outro can be long. His outro looks pretty long. But it's not like, ooh. Do the beats stay on the same key and the vocal just get ticked up a step? Yeah. Oh, he is so good at making quality sounding musical dissonance. Jesus did that perfectly, and this record's following up. It's why a lot of like there's a lot of punks like that thing they just did sounds so much like early Misfits, Real Friends. This one I loved when I first heard it. This beat's so good. This beat is so good. The outro on this is amazing too. Yeah. Oh, this beat is so good. And this is when he talks about his kids, like he hadn't had kids before. Holy shit. Also, I can tell I'm gonna love this record because I got the same feeling from a lot of the other songs. I got this one the first time, I'm like, oh, this is okay. Whatever, this is okay. And now I'm hearing it, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so good. So transcendent. That's the only way I can describe Kanye's music. And there's few like artists, almost zero famous artists that do that for me personally, where it just transcends where I'm just like, yeah. Like I don't even have to break it down. Like at this point with enough music that I've made, mixed, and listened to, there's so many things I'm hearing whenever I hear a song that I have to remind myself when I make music that other people are going to listen to it and they're just going to hear the song as one solid piece, not 1,000 like working pieces. And you enjoy more when you hear it as one piece. And so like when I say transcendent, like it transcends. I can't think about the song because the song is coming at me as one thing, and it just takes me completely away. It's like reminds me why I love music so much. Oh my god. And his vocal tone on this is so well. And he's, oh, I love that's beautiful. And I love he keeps doing the Tupac thing. Like that's so fucking Pac. Yeah, and this is really cool because if anybody, there's a lot of people, like famous people who talk about, yeah, who has shut up for the yams though. I love that line. Yeah, like that's what's crazy. He's talking about like being with his family the same way you talk about doing a meet and greet before or after a show. Like, and that's the reality of it. Listening to enough podcasts with famous people, you start hearing like these patterns of what it's like to be in that life. The bridge is by a guy named Ty Dolla Sign, and sign is, and it's DOLLA, and then $IGN. I actually think that's very clever. That seems like it'd be stupid, but oh man. I'm trying to think of how Ty Burrell from Modern Family can incorporate a dollar sign into his name now. All right, where are we? Oh, this is really cool. I'm gonna have to put a little disclaimer that you need to listen to the record while you're doing this, otherwise it's just gonna be like long pauses. Oh man, this is awesome. I considered live tweeting all this, but gives a shit. To be fair, this is called the laptop. That's crazy. Like that's awful. Cousin stole his laptop, and he had to pay a $250,000 to get it back. Like, and then that's so perfect. And then all of a sudden, he just ends it and says "real friends" a couple of times. Like the subtext in it, in rap, Kanye is like Robert De Niro level acting, like in hip hop, like in the songs, with how he can communicate emotion and subtext without being over the top. Ooh, I guess I get what I deserve, don't I? Like he knows the shit that he's done. Oh, this outro is so perfect. Oh my god, that's beautiful. All right, wolves. I like they're bringing two things I've always loved in hip hop beats that get taken out is these keyboard oohs and whatnot. Now I can't tell if they're using real. Sounds like they're using real samples and then either modifying them or applying them on a keyboard. Because that's an amazing synth, but that is being played on a keyboard. Absolutely, you could hear that by the attack. And I also like the wacky synths that he's brought back. I don't know, wacky, whatever, but the blatant synths. I always love blatant synths. Is anything crazy happening? There's a lack of crazy lyrics on this record. Although, to be fair, there's also, like, that's the thing I loved about previous records. Every song has a distinct theme that you can trace back to that theme. This record hasn't had as much. Same with Jesus didn't have that as much. And then the broader themes of dark fantasy. Jesus. Like that's the thing that I feel like separates some of these later albums as far as quality, because they're not as consistent as far as a larger piece of artwork. But man, who gives a shit? Because this is amazing. Whoa, what is happening with that sample drum? That is completely... Am I wrong? Was that not completely off beat and then just disappeared? That was weird. All right, he's rapping now. Let's see what's up. Mostly slippery no wood. Oh man. I impregnate your mind. Let's have a baby without fucking you. I'm sitting here like, I think he thinks he's a genius for that, but that's one of those lines that makes me go like, you can't. Oh man. Like that's what I love about him, because he still doesn't have enough insight. He has enough insight to spill out some real shit, but he also has a lack of insight to say things like that he is profound. That keeps him like interesting. Like I always What if Mary was in the club and that shows fucks? That's hilarious. Although that's the Wolves for slams. That's clever. No, but that's like with Kanye, it's the same way I always had like with relationships, is that I always needed a bit of crazy. Like I've done so many interesting, perfectly nice girls, but get bored because you're like, I don't know, you're not crazy enough. Like you need that kind of like the stuff I complain about with my wife and with past relationships is all stuff that's actually on some level kept me in them, because that's what keeps life interesting. And to me, interesting means more is more important than just like pleasant, being like a pleasant existence. And that's, I think, where Kanye, the thing that Kanye can't control that is benefits him, that puts him ahead This is cool. What's this? Yeah, Frank Ocean outro. There's a melody that's for all the. Yeah. Ah, there's another song there. Reminds me so much. Yeah, whatever. I'm sure I'll think of it in 10 minutes when I'm done this. Almost at a cafe. I gotta get, by the end of this, I'll be as manic as Kanye. Silver Surfer intermission. You're a wavy dude anyway. Max B. Is Max B the guy who people claim made wavy? Or is that what that is? Who the hell is Max B? Keep it loopy. Fuck is Max B? He looks pretty cool. Jesus. Oh, the Silver Surfer. That's some of his names. Big Avelli, Boss Don. The Silver Surfer. Wavy Crockett. That's hilarious. Boss Don, though, is hands down the worst nickname ever. Most bland. Coke Wave mixtape. Okay. Wavy. I love it. He leaves. Do all rappers leave messages on, like, voicemail messages like they're doing an intro to a song? That's exactly what he just did. Maybe Kanye said you're going to do the intro. No, I feel like that was just a generic message. Or not generic, but that's what I want to see. Other rappers, like, just doing the way they talk to other people or leave messages is the way that they, like, the way they end a message or voicemail is how they would, like, they would end a song or end the intro to a song. That's great. It's a cool beat. Is the next song? Oh, 30 hours. Okay. Me and wifey make a movie. Oh, man. I wonder at what point that their relationship is going to be like Bill and Hillary Clinton, where it's like the world's like, you're not really together. We know that you're both doing this to continue your career. Although if right now we're in the middle of the primaries and Hillary just is in the lead, and Super Tuesday hasn't happened yet, so we haven't really seen what's going to happen with the Democratic. But if she becomes the nominee and becomes president, Bill Clinton's going to be the most qualified first spouse ever. He's not going to want to move back to the White House. He's going to have his own. He's going to have his own apartment off campus. She's going to be like his RA popping in, making sure he's not banging too many college, hiding all of his liquor bottles and well, you can smoke weed in DC, so I guess he doesn't have to hide that. Could you imagine Bill Clinton's voice while he's high? Oh man! All right, where are we? This hook that's just going through the whole thing is pretty cool. He's really good at that, like having singing vocals underneath his underneath rapping. Am I missing like a really cool story? Guess a blowjob's better than no job. That's funny. Oh shit! Another outro. Wait, this is gonna be a 3-minute outro. Where are we? Yeah, because they call it the outro. There's still 3 minutes left in the song. This beat is so cool. Don't try to sing it, Kanye, please. Don't sing 30 hours. This is probably the first one I want to skip just because it's so repetitive. I'm letting my ADD take in full hold of my music enjoyment. Like, I'm like almost exclusively listening to songs that are either under 2 minutes or songs that like change what's happening, like never repeat choruses and stuff. Sounds like, yeah, he has to be freestyling this, or he just hadn't figured out how he wanted to do it. All the tendonitis are up there. Oh, he's telling him what to do. He's giving direction. That's interesting. God, that's so cool. I love that, the behind-the-scenes stuff. Like how on Victory, Puffy featuring Busta Rhymes and Biggie, how in the background of Puffy's first verse, Biggie is like giving instruction to the producer on like how to tweak his mix. It's a bonus track, he says. I wonder if this is on the original thing. You're right, this is the bonus track. Jesus. I didn't know he was going to say that about that my favorite choice of the bonus tracks like this. This is my version of a shout out track. Oh, it must be. Wait, what do you say, Madison Square Garden? Is that, just did that Madison Square Garden? Yeah, I called that shit. That's cool. This is probably still like riding high off that and other things, I bet. Let's rock out for about 3 hours. All right, he'll do his shout outs, all right? Yeah. Just so you get ad-lib track right. I called that shit. He's like, he's making this up as he goes along. Excuse me. All these comments are so great. I remember being nervous to do Victoria's Secret till I pictured everyone with their clothes off. That's hilarious. God, that's funny. Did he say that? I thought my phone was ringing. That's hilarious. I love him. I should start doing that, answering my phone in the middle of podcasts. No more parties. Okay. Yeah, I've heard this one a million times. Well, not a million. Looks like 668,000. Yeah, this one was always okay at first. Yeah, I love it. Kanye, like the first time I saw Kendrick was when Kanye did the Uses tour, and the sound for Kendrick was just the worst, and the full band was just. I mean, it's not their fault. They're playing to a half-empty stadium. Like that that sound quality is not great. But like, I'm just glad to have gotten introduced to that. Oh, but yeah, this is the one they're rapping back and forth to each other, and it always sounds like whenever that happens in hip hop, it sounds like they're talking to each other, and it's never what they mean as far as meaning. It's like Kanye's been like, Kendrick, baby, no more parties in LA. That's the other problem. It's hard to do this with Kendrick because it's just like, yeah, it's pretty sweet. Can you get back to Kanye so we can say some crazy shit? Divide the EM like it equate the math. God damn, it's clever. Came here to find an A-list rapper, said baby spin that around and find an alphabet. Say the alphabet backwards, that's fantastic. Oh, and that pause, that's so good though. Ugh. Like whenever they have these old like sample style beats, Kanye's been so good, or whoever's producing, depends on the song, at those cutouts, those rests. Not too much, so enough so it feels special, but like at just the right spots. God. And just like a 4 times in a row and then keep it flowing, 3 times, I guess. I can't tell if I just contradicted myself or I was just wrong. My Instagram line was accurate. Man, I hate Instagram. I've never been on it. I do like the no more parties in life. That gives a kind of an interesting dynamic to the relationship. Because, like, yeah, imagine Kanye being at a party that isn't his own. It's the one time where he like is a wallflower. I bet. Yeah, that Lauryn Hill thing. That's so interesting. Because like I don't believe him that he was uninspired since she retired, but like, yeah, she was really talented. And then a friend of mine in high school, and her, there's some, I guess he got really into the Fugees, and he went to Lauryn Hill's website. This is back in like the early 2000s, and he was like, "Yeah, I really like Lauryn Hill." Then I went to her website, and she does not like white people. Not a fan of whites. To be fair, I don't think anyone's a fan of whites. It's just, most people I think are just neutral. Yeah, but hearing about Kanye talk about like bullshit in LA is interesting to me. And I think it's interesting in general because like he really, I know it seems like he's like a total LA guy, but he's not. Because he's not like fake. Like this, you can say a lot of things about him. You cannot say that he is fake. So it's not like shit. That's the new fragrance. God damn. Oh, he wears Vans sometimes. It's pretty sweet. Papa Zans. God, anytime. So I start to believe like there are a lot of people who claim they have bipolar, they have bits of mania. It's hard to tell what's drug induced, what's a mental thing. But like he is referenced, not Xanax people abuse that, but like you referenced Lexapro. Like whenever somebody references a drug that works for the thing that people think they have or that they claim they have, then you're like, oh, okay, you actually know what you're talking about a little bit. That's what's so crazy about like rappers, some musicians, but rappers definitely, and comedians who will say things about themselves, like, oh, I'm so crazy, or I'm evil, or I'm manic, or I have this, or I have that, and you kind of go like, no, you don't, because you clearly have it all together to produce this material. And then as you start to go into it, even when you meet some of these people, you start learning like, oh no, you were right about that. It's like, of course they were right about that. They said they said that about themselves. The laptop reference again, you dirty motherfucker. It's funny. All right, cool. We almost done this one. Yeah, it's like 6 minutes long, and a lot of it's the same. I love every single one of these comments. They're all just like gifs, like Obama dancing, Black Jesus. Kanye just saying, but I'm the best. It's all accurate. All right, what's next? All right, facts. Charlie Heat version. God, these old samples are so cool. Oh. Jumped over. Ah, man. There's Herzog and Adidas. That's amazing. So, like, what's crazy about? Oh, this is shitting on the fashion thing. I hate all the fashion. At least he's going to reference Odell Beckham. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so this record, for better or for worse, is pulls from a lot of the last 20 years of hip hop, and some of these beats pull from like my least favorite times in hip hop. Yeah. All right. Whatever. The Beckham thing can save this for me. This is one of the ones I'm going to skip next time. You know what? It's possible that. Well, I need to figure out which one of these songs were the ones that were added in after the fact. Because I mean, look at this. There's 18 tracks on this, right? Right? Am I almost done? Jesus, 18 tracks. And if they cut it down to 12, this record would get really, really good. You could probably even cut it down to like 14 and get really, really good. cut it down to 10 and you've got like the fucking banger. Man, you cut it down to like 12 to 14 songs, and yeah, and that sounds about right. So some of these songs that I probably won't listen to again, maybe just one more time. Fuck. We get it. You made $1 million a minute. Relax. So like, I don't know. Like Bill Cosby. What's happening with Bill Cosby? Something happened with Bill Cosby? Did anybody feel bad for Bill Cosby? Did he forget the names just like Steve Harvey? Oh, Jesus! I was like, that's lame. What a dumb reference. I'm like, oh wait, did he forget the names like Steve Harvey? That's insane. Anyway, so like, yeah, I think some of these have to be the extra, the Silver Surfer. Well, Silver Surfer intermission, I guess not. The 30 hours, Facts. I don't know what else. I would guess those are ones that are like, ugh, I can't even focus on making fun of this fucking song because I hate it so much. You know, so bland. Okay, so here's the thing. Maybe, I was going to say, my initial theory is maybe some of the positives in his vocal cadence, maybe some of that energy spent into that was taken away from the beat making, which explains why some of these beats are so fucking like standard and like, I don't know, just like whatever. Perfect. He said perfect. All right, Fade, here we go. But I think it's more, I'm referring to like there's 3 or 4 songs on here that should have been like B-sides that were not left on the album. And he put them back in because he got so excited after Madison Square Garden. Are all these ones at the end just like tacked on? Because I don't even like No Party so much. No More Parties. I think you could cut it. I wonder if I could just cut it at Real Friends, and that's the record in my eyes, maybe. That's all I need to do. I need to make myself. That's actually what I do a lot with records. Is I'll take a full record, and then the ones I love to pump first listen, which is usually less than half the record, I'll just listen to those over and over and forget everything else. And then once I get bored of those songs after however many like weeks or months, I go back and I start listening to the ones I don't remember, and then kind of rediscover them. And a lot of times I end up liking those songs more. Sometimes I'm like, that's just a bullshit song. I feel like that's what I need to do with this record. Yeah, I usually have weird responses listening to the records the first time. It's fine. Ugh, what an anticlimactic ending. That's why I hate when bands tack on B-sides at the end. I also need some kind of climax. Like, look at I'm trying to think what actually, yeah, now that we're listening to this bullshit, I got a minute. By the way, I know I criticize some of this, but like if this is all better, any song on this record is better than like most of the things I've listened to or you hear on the radio at a party. So like, still, Kanye discography. Let's see the climax of the other records. All right, Yeezus is just a giant climax. Like, I'll Hold My Liquor is so good. Yeah, Bound to and Send It. Yeah, between Blood on the Leaves through Send It Up, decent climax. And Bound to is a great like cool down ending. Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Oh, I love it so much. But like that's the perfect ending because it all builds to Blame Game. Blame Game is the perfect climax, and then Lost in the World and Who's Over in America is a perfect cool down ending. Yeah, this is whatever gives a shit. Graduation, Bittersweet Poetry. Oh wait, is that the one I'm remembering? I have to re-listen to that record. Oh, Big Brother. That's my bad. I'm seeing bonus tracks. Big Brother and Homecoming into Big Brother. Perfect ending climax, cool down. 808s and Late Registration are ones I just hear kind of like songs from, so I don't really particularly care about like the flow of the album. And then yeah, College Dropout ending pretty well. Yeah. All right, cool. So that is The Life of Pablo. Hope you enjoyed watching that. Definitely hope you listen to it with the record, because otherwise, geez, Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll be back sometime in this next week, me and Brad, to do a more thorough breakdown of the record, not just my dumb first impressions. All right, go to erictriestoohard.com for more podcasts, at Eric Tries on Twitter, and I'll catch you later. Peace.